Meantime, bombshell claims are emerging in Jackie O. Henderson's lawsuit against ARN, the radio host alleging she complained about Kyle Sandilands multiple times before the on-air blow-up. To discuss, we're joined now by workplace lawyer Faye Calderoni. Faye, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sylvia.
This is a fascinating case because we all thought they were one of the strongest on-air partnerships in the country. They've been working together for so long. Now Jackie is claiming her bosses ignored her original cry for help and failed to provide a safe workplace. Can you take us through some of the key allegations on her side?
Yeah, so we all saw and heard the on-air bust-up, obviously. That was in February. It's been characterised as something that was a one-off. She walked out, it was storming a teacup. My view at the time was that was a safety issue. If it was repeated and unreasonable over a long period of time, it was bullying. It was dismissed that that was the case, but of course overnight we've seen, you know, smoking gun texts, frankly, which indicate that she had complained from as early as August 2025 to her director, and also had indicated that it wasn't just on air. She said, you know, she was particularly concerned about his off-air comments, which I think takes it to a different domain given the defences, and specifically says we need to work out how to deal with this. You need to escalate it with the CEO and chair of the board, because, you know, I'm getting lots of comments from women, particularly calling it an abusive relationship. So not a storm in a teacup.
She's got receipts, basically, is what you're saying. And on top of that, she's also saying that she wasn't, in fact, offered a new show by ARN, which ARN told the ASX was the case. So that's a fascinating point as well. How strong is this legal argument to support her case, do you think?
I think Jackie's case was always a pretty strong one in that she had made complaints, and it was admitted in the ASX press releases that she had made complaints about that on-air incident, and within a couple of days her contract was terminated. When it comes to Fair Work laws and these general protections provisions that she's covered by, the onus is on ARN to prove they didn't act because of the complaint. She doesn't need to establish they did. So you now add a history of her having made complaints, and, you know, as far as we can see at this stage, they were unaddressed. That really just takes it into a very risky domain, and I think strengthens her case even further. Interesting.
Okay, so what are the next steps for both Kyle and Jackie in court?
Yeah, so what we don't have is ARN's defence, of course, so we need to see what the defence is and what their defences are to the claims, and we'll see what they say. And of course what they say in one will be different to what they say in the other. I think Jackie's case now really starts to call into question some of the assertions made by Kyle's lawyers. After they've put on their defence, what I expect will happen is that it'll be sent off to mediation, and given the broader issues commercially, perhaps cool heads will prevail, and there'll be some sort of a settlement, but it's going to be a tough one.
A whole lot of money on the line, isn't there?
A lot of money.
Faye, great to get your insights. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.